Yesterday here on the programme, we heard how a petition started by a group of parents whose children took their own lives while at university has reached more than 100,000 signatures and will now be debated by MPs.
The campaign is calling for a change in the law to ensure universities have a legal duty of care towards their students. Our reporter Claire Starr has been speaking to some of the parents involved, including lecturer Mark Shanahan, whose son Rory took his own life.
I try not to think of who he'd be now, but I really liked the 22-year-old Rory that he was when he left us.
Dr. Mark Shanahan has worked at universities for 12 years, now in the South East, but he knows all too well what can happen when students struggle during their studies. His son Rory took his own life while at university in 2018.
I see the gaps, and I see the gaps where things go wrong. I've seen it from my own bitter personal experience and the huge Rory-shaped hole that exists in our lives now.
Both Mark and his wife Jackie have joined a campaign for universities to have a legal duty of care towards their students.
It seems very odd that employers should owe a duty to provide a safe workplace for their employees, while a university is not under a similar duty to provide a safe educational space for their students.
I don't have any wishes to be makes me actually happy in life.
Aww. Phoebe Grime from Cranbrook was 20 when she took her own life at university. Her mother Hilary has been supporting the petition calling for the legislation. Now it's reached 100,000 signatures, it will be considered for a debate in Parliament.
There is hope for change and help to support our students. I cried. I felt really emotional. I felt that everything had sort of like all come together.
Universities UK, which represents 140 institutions, says universities prioritise the mental health of students and staff, providing support for those experiencing difficulties and working closely with NHS services. The government says it expects all universities to take active steps to prevent suicides and to meet their legal duties in respect of the safety and welfare of their students. But parents don't think those current legal duties are enough.
I'm determined this is going to happen for students' future and current. Obviously, we can't bring back those children that we've lost, but we can do honour and do what they'd want us to do, and that is help students going forwards.
That report from Claire Starr. And if you have been affected by any of the issues raised in the last few minutes, you can find organisations offering help and support on the BBC Action Line website. So if you search bbc.co.uk/Action Line, you will find information right there.